You just heard Duran Duran with Leave a Light On right here on AFN Casey the Eagle. This is Army Sergeant Jeremy Bennett. And if you guys were listening last hour, you heard me say we're going to be talking about Casey Chapel Next. And we've got Sergeant Levins in here with us, the worship leader for Casey Chapel Next. How are you doing today, Sergeant?
Hey, doing great, Sergeant Bennett. It's just such a pleasure to be here, and great to listen to Major Brunkemeyer here just before us talking about disciplinary issues with the soldiers, and it's awesome that there's statistics that prove that when disciplinary issues are up in the Army, chapel attendance is down. However, when chapel attendance is up, disciplinary issues are down. So I'm just really excited to talk with everybody about this new opportunity with Casey Chapel Next.
Alrighty, guys, come back right around 9:15. Sergeant Levins is going to be telling us more about Casey Chapel Next. But first, let's go ahead and get you some more music. Right now, it's Coldplay, A Sky Full of Stars. That was Christina Perri with Jar of Hearts right here on AFN Casey the Eagle, where we're serving America's best. This is Army Sergeant Jeremy Bennett. It's now 9:16, and we have got Sergeant Levins, again, the worship leader for Casey Chapel Next. Now, Sergeant Levins, the question I'm sure that's on everybody's mind, we're talking about Casey Chapel Next. What exactly is it?
Well, Casey Chapel Next, Chapel Next, if you've been around the Army for a little bit, it's a pretty popular brand. If you've been out to Fort Lewis, Fort Campbell, Fort Bragg, even Camp Humphreys, Chapel Next is a really popular, modern, upbeat, contemporary, come-as-you-are Christian worship service. And, that's what we're going to be. We're going to minister to soldiers on Camp Casey, Camp Hovey, and all of Area 1. Heck, if you're down in Yongsan, come out and check us out. But what we are, we believe that we're just a group of imperfect people striving to live a life for God. We believe that no matter where you are in this life, we hope you'll find a place here to connect to Jesus and with one another. We're a community that believes in inviting our young soldiers to wholeness and significance and passion and purpose through an ever-deepening love relationship with Jesus Christ. So the question is, do you want to discover what's next?
Alrighty, guys, there it is. Casey Chapel Next, Sergeant Levins. Come back next break right around 9:30. We're going to talk about what to expect if you show up on the first day is going to be Sunday, October 12th, right, Sergeant?
That's it.
Alrighty, there it is. So we're going to talk about what you can expect if you make it to that very first meeting of Casey Chapel Next, again, on the 12th. But right now, we're going to get you just a little bit of more. Actually, you know what? Let's take a 90-second break. I'll be right back with your weather exchange rate and gas prices. That was Jake Miller with First Flight Home. You're tuned in to AFN Casey the Eagle, where we're serving America's best. This is Army Sergeant Jeremy Bennett, and I'm hanging out with Sergeant Levins, again, the worship leader for Casey Chapel Next. And you heard us talk a little bit about the basics of Casey Chapel Next during that last break. Now we're going to talk about, Sergeant Levins, could you tell us why would they want to come out to this? What are they going to get out of it?
Yeah, a lot of us are out there searching just nonstop for purpose or meaning. And, we're searching for better connections with others and, trying to find meaningful relationships, but some of us just don't know where to start. This is one thing that Casey Chapel Next is going to be able to provide. It's going to be able to provide that base to be able to find those good, wholesome, significant and passionate relationships, not only with others, but with our God. And, it's just something that's going to help us to not feel lost and to get on the right track. And, it's just a chance to get out and come out and check out what's going on and be a part of something greater than yourself.
Okay, so there's the kind of the why behind showing up. What can they actually expect from that first meeting itself when they show up? What can they expect? What are they going to see?
Well, Sergeant Bennett, this is where it gets really exciting. If you're down with the traditional hymn book church, this is going to be just the exact opposite of that. It's going to be a modern worship experience, energetic, lively. It's going to be very involved, and we're really excited about the music. The senior pastor for the service is Chaplain Major Kevin Hovan down at 1st Brigade, and the message is going to be something that's welcoming to the new believer, but it's going to be challenging to even the most seasoned in their faith. And, this is all about a community of faith. It's not about just church on Sunday inside the four walls. This is about going outside the church, doing outreach and volunteer opportunities with local orphanages and small groups and getting involved in outdoor activities and visiting sites in Korea and hiking and, maybe even a Starbucks small group where we can go down and get some coffee because we know soldiers like coffee, right?
Absolutely. All right, guys, there it is. There's what you can expect if you happen to make it to that first meeting. If you end up getting to be a part of Casey Chapel Next, come back next break. We're going to give you the information, maybe even the contacts. If you want to get involved with Casey Chapel Next, we'll go ahead and give you the information you're going to need to take that first step. Coming up, you're going to hear American Authors with Believer, but right now we're going to get you a Camp Casey update. You just heard Train with Angel and Blue Jeans right here on AFN Casey, the Eagle, where we're serving America's best. This is Army Sergeant Jeremy Bennett. It's now 9:45 in the a.m. We got Sergeant Levins here with us. And Sergeant, we've got listeners out there who are interested. They want to know more about Casey Chapel Next. What's kind of that next step they can take to get involved in the program?
Hey, great question. If you're chomping at the bit and you're ready to go, we're having a kickoff concert on Saturday, October the 4th. It's going to be at West Casey Chapel at 1830. There you can go get a taste of what's going to start. But Chapel Next is going to start in just about 2 weeks on Sunday, October 12th. It's going to be from 1800 to 1900, and the location is the Camp Casey Community Activities Center. The great thing about the CAC is that every bus on Casey and Hovey goes there. So you got no excuses of not being able to get there. The other great thing is starting at 1800, so that we believe that every soldier should be able to get to sleep in every Sunday. So the fact that service starts at 1800 give you that chance, so grab some chow in the evening, stop by the CAC, and experience Chapel Next.
All righty, Sergeant Levins, that sounds like an absolutely awesome event, awesome program to be a part of. And just one last time, that first event is going to be October 12th at the Camp Casey Community Activity Center, right?
That's right. And if you're a musician, if you're a singer, you want to volunteer, you just want more information, you can visit us and join us on our Facebook group, www.facebook.com/groups/CaseyChapelNext. Or you can hit us up on Twitter at CaseyChapelNext. You can shoot us an email as well at CaseyChapelNext@gmail.com.
Alrighty, guys, there it is. That's all the information you need. Make sure you get out there to the Community Activity Center right here on Camp Casey, October 12th, and be a part of Casey Chapel Next. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here in the studio with Sergeant Levins. He is fired up about this program. This man's got something to offer, something to share, so get out there and see what it is for yourself. Sergeant, thank you for coming by this morning. I was about to say this afternoon.
Hey,
thank you.
Great to be here.
Absolutely. You definitely added to the show, and we appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back with your weather, exchange rate, and gas prices right after this.